Our first topic will be about the functions. So what is a function? It says here, a function relates an input to an output. So parang makina, ang isang makina, of course, may input siya, may output siya, or kung ano yung result ng power ng makina. So f, open parenthesis, x, close parenthesis, equal to, it is the classic way of writing a function, and there are other ways as you will see. Okay? So another definition of a function, when two quantities x and y are related so that for some range of values of x, the values of y are determined by that of x, we say that y is a function of x, or it is written as y is equal to f(x). Okay? So sa table natin, makikita natin that a certain input x, kung may relationship siya sa isang bagay, makakaproduce siya ng isang output or yung product niya, which is y. Okay, so may mga values tayo ng x. Meron tayong -3, -1, 0, 3, 5, and 10. So, yung relationship, yung magiging relationship ng input natin sa ating output will be multiplied by 2. So, yung input natin, kung i-multiply natin by 2, for example, itong -3 times 2 will be -6. -1 times 2 is equal to -2. 0 times 2 is equal to 0, and so on. So, yun yung purpose or yun yung specific, simplest definition ng isang function. f(x) is equal to x squared. For example, ganito yung equation or yung function natin. F is the function name, x is the input, and x squared, ito yung magiging output natin kung may certain values tayo na ipapalit sa input, may equivalent value tayo doon sa ating output. We say function of x is equal to x squared. Sometimes, a function has no name like y is equal to x squared, but there is still an input which is x, a relationship, squaring, and an output y. Okay? The x is just a placeholder. It is just there to show where the input goes and what happens to it. It could be anything. So, x lang talaga yung basic or yung placeholder ng ating input. So, for example, may function tayo, function of x is equal to 1 minus x plus x squared is the same function as function of q equal to 1 minus q plus q squared, or h of a is equal to 1 minus a plus a squared, or equal din siya or equivalent value din siya sa w of theta equal to 1 minus theta plus theta squared. So yung purpose lang talaga nung x is kung saan natin ilalagay yung ating input sa ating equation. The variable x, q, a, and etc. is just there to show where to put the values. So for example, yung value ng x ko is equal to 2. So function of 2 is equal to 1 minus 2 plus 2 squared, which is equal to 3. A function relates each element of a set with exactly one element of another set. One to many is not allowed, but many to one is allowed. Okay? So, kung yung x ko may kaakibat siya na output na maramihan, this is not allowed or this is not considered a function. But kung yung certain inputs ko na marami, may isang output siya na isahan lang, many to one is considered a function. Okay? Now, explicit function versus implicit function. Ano naman yung kaibahan ng dalawang ito? Explicit is when the function shows us how to go directly from x to y. So for example, may equation ako, y is equal to x cubed minus 3. When we know x, we can find y. Of course, kung may value tayo ng x dito, isa-substitute lang natin sa x natin. For example, 1, magiging 1 cubed minus 3, makukuha ko yung value ng y, which is 1 minus 3, or that is equal to -2. Okay? It is directly showing us the result without any difficulty. Isi-simplify lang natin yung equation. Sa implicit naman, it is when it is not given directly. For example, x squared minus 3xy plus y cubed is equal to 0. When we know x, how do we find y? So, mahabang proseso pa siya. Medyo mahirap itong part na ito kasi kung for example, may value ako ng x, dito okay naman kasi is-square ko lang siya. Dito, kung may value ako ng x, i-multiply ko lang siya sa 3, pero unknown yung y ko, plus y cube pa. So, dadaan pa ako sa maraming proseso in order to find the value of y. And kung mahanap ko man yung value ng y, it is considered a complex procedure with a complex result. Okay?